Yes, Maura, we're the Buncrana Club here, and we're based in Inishowen in North Donegal. Buncrana's a wee town on the shores of Lough Swilly. And the club itself has a membership, including adults and children, of between 500 and 600 now. And we cater for a number of teams here. We cater for men's football, ladies' football, hurling, and we've started off some girls now in Camogie underage as well. So it's a big club. We started into the healthy clubs in phase 3, which was sort of 2017 to 2019. The main thing to start off with was getting a team together and letting the community know we were here. So we had a launch day for our healthy clubs, and we invited everybody that had anything to do with health and well-being in our community, from gyms to mindfulness to yoga to Pilates to Zumba, and we had speakers and cycling clubs, football clubs. Everybody came on the day, so it created an awareness of what we have in our community, and it let us know how many activities was going on in our community. So that went down really well, and it involved a lot of people within the community that didn't really know anything about the club either. And that got us onto a good platform. In 2017 in August there was severe flooding in Inishowen, and the healthy club team happened to have a meeting that evening, and we felt like we needed to reach out in some way, but how could we? So we decided to open the club on the Sunday and offer some support to those affected, and that snowballed from then. And we had RTE here. We won the President's Award in Ulster that year for the initiative that we'd taken on, so that was a big project. We gathered support for the community in whatever way they needed. We helped some elderly folk manage their homes who didn't have family. We got a list of different builders and painters and so on to help community resources. We had support from mental health. We had support from organisations like the Council and the Inishowen Development Partnership to fingerpost and point people in the right direction in order to get the help they needed. Again, COVID was another big community response from the club. We had actually put a plan in place almost 2 nights before the government announced any sort of restrictions. We had a plan in place of how we were going to reach out to the community, and the wheels got rolling then. We were involved with our local supermarkets, helping them to deliver groceries to people that were in isolation. A lot of people, elderly people, had their families abroad, so they felt very isolated. So we set a lot of people up with digital technology so that they could FaceTime their families and their families could check in on them that way. We also linked in with the local Gardaí. They initially took on the role of doing the Meals on Wheels in the community. There is a group, Care of the Aged, that normally did the Meals on Wheels, but most of those were vulnerable. And then when they had to man the borders and do the checkpoints, that club was invited to see if they could offer some support, so we took that on as well. So that meant we were out at the weekends delivering meals to approximately 20 people every day at the weekend then as well. Every year HB do an ice cream fun day, and it's fundraising for Down syndrome, and our senior team mascot Owen is a member of Donegal Down syndrome, and we felt that we needed to offer support there because that was one of the charities. We normally reach out to charities every year, but we'd never supported Donegal Down syndrome, so we got a wee committee together and set up an ice cream fun day, and we had a sports day in the club grounds. And it was a bit of an alternative sports day because it wasn't necessarily all races and so on and so forth, but there was lots of fun things for the children to do. So we got on to our local schools, and our school in Buncrana has quite a lot of classes with specifically learning difficulties, so the schools really participated well as well, and Donegal Down syndrome highlighted the day to all their members. It was a fantastic day, and we ended up raising almost £5,000 for between Donegal Down syndrome and Down syndrome Ireland. So it was a great day, and there was great fun all around. I would say go for it. Get a good team behind you. For me personally, I had to get somebody with a bit of IT and admin support because I'm not very good in the computer. Your club is probably doing a lot of it anyway, supporting your older members, looking out for them, making sure they're there on match days, making sure they've transport to and from the matches. These are the basic wee things. Anybody that's not well, maybe within your community, you're reaching out to them. If there's wakes in the community, you're going to support them. The club's doing the work anyway, so get the recognition for it, and there's not an awful lot of paperwork to it, and you will learn and develop so many things within the club. There's a lot of people within our club and within our healthy club that wouldn't be involved in the executive or the running of the club, but they just love coming down for the social aspect of the community end of it. Helped our club to embed itself into the community as well. I feel, more people are aware of the club and that it's not just about sport. We're there to support the community when and whenever we can. A lot of people probably still aren't aware that we're smoke free because there hasn't been many matches down here, but it has prompted a number of people within the club to give up smoking. So we'll see how it goes this year now when we have public back in place. So we have a defibrillator on site as well, and one of the things we wanted to do, the defibrillator was inside, so it wasn't accessible 24/7, 365 like most defibrillators in the community, because it was only accessible to those with a key. So we invested in a heated box for this side of our club, so the defibrillator is now located on the gable wall of the club there. You'll see it, and it's accessible now 24/7, 365, which is great.
Yeah, we got involved about a year or so ago, decided it was something we wanted to do just to improve the sustainability of the club, get involved with the community. So it was really good because the first thing that we did was a sort of an assessment of where we were. So we did a survey of the grounds and the building and the area, because we're right along the side of a river. So that helped us get an idea of where we were in terms of energy usage and sustainability and all that, gave us some ideas for some projects.